Okay, let's get right into it. We're going to challenge one of the biggest ideas on the internet, that more is always better. In this explainer, we're going to break down why chasing thousands of likes might actually be holding you back, and how a small, really engaged audience can be way, way more powerful. So let's just start with a simple question. Imagine you have a little shop. What would you rather have? 1,000 people just walking by, barely even glancing at your window, or 10 people who actually walk inside, wallets out, ready to buy? I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? And yet online, most of us are chasing the window shoppers. We're so obsessed with the crowd outside, we forget about the actual customers inside. This is really the heart of the problem. On one side, you've got this endless hunt for quantity. More followers, more views, more likes. It feels good. It's a bit of a rush. But on the other side, you have quality. It's about finding the right people, the ones who don't just scroll past your work, but actually get it and connect with it. And here's where so many of us get tripped up. It's this really common, really simple mistake. We think a like is a like. We just count them up as a win, and we don't stop to ask, well, what does that little heart emoji actually mean? The truth is, they're not all created equal, not by a long shot. So let's deconstruct that little like button, shall we? Why isn't a like just a like? Well, it all comes down to the huge difference between what feels impressive and what's actually, valuable. And that brings us to this really key idea: vanity metrics. You've probably heard the term. These are the numbers that look amazing on paper, the ones that stroke our ego, likes, follower counts, view numbers. They feel like we're winning, but a lot of the time, they have absolutely no connection to our real goals. Whether that's landing a client, getting a new job, or just building a genuine community. And a big part of this is just about how we behave on different apps. I mean, think about how you use social media. On some apps, you're just mindlessly scrolling, right? Double tapping on stuff out of pure muscle memory. We all do it. But on other platforms, you're there with a purpose. You're in a professional mode. You're actually reading, absorbing, and thinking about the message. The entire reason you're there is different. So just think about it for a second. Seriously, when was the last time one of those hundreds of mindless, habitual likes actually started a real conversation, or led to a new opportunity, or even just a real connection? Yeah. Pretty rare, isn't it? And that is exactly why context is everything. It's not just about the awesome thing you post, it's about where you post it. The platform itself sets the stage and changes the entire value of every single interaction you get. Okay, let's make this super clear with an example. Let's say you've put together a really fantastic, insightful tip for people looking for a new job. It's genuinely helpful advice. Now the big question is, where do you share it? All right, so you post it on a casual platform. Your friends see it, your family sees it. They give you a like because, hey, they like you. And that's great. The outcome? You get a nice little confidence boost. But now, what if you post that exact same tip on a professional platform? Now, a recruiter might see it, a hiring manager, maybe even a leader in your industry. They like it because it shows you know your stuff. And the potential outcome there? A job offer. And that's the whole ballgame right there. One of those likes is just a friendly thumbs up. The other one? That one could literally change your life. The platform, the audience, that's what gave the like its real power. So if chasing those huge numbers is really just a trap, what's the answer? Well, it's about making a huge shift in how you think. It's about moving from building a big audience to finding the right one. Seriously, forget about thousands of followers for a minute. Let's talk about the number 20. Just 20. 20 people who are actually paying attention, 20 people who could be your next client, your next collaborator, or just a huge supporter of what you do. That number, 20, that's not a vanity metric. That's a solid foundation you can actually build something on. So who are these 20 people? Well, they're your potential clients. They're your future business partners. They're people in your field who can open doors for you. They are, in short, your relevant audience. These are the people who don't just see your work, they get value from it, and they can give you value right back. So at the end of the day, this is all about changing the way you define success. It's a conscious choice to stop counting your worth by the sheer volume of likes and start measuring it by the actual value of your connections. Here's a really good way to think about it. A like is just a metric. It's a blip on a data screen. It's here today, gone tomorrow. But a real connection, someone who trusts you, who engages with you, that's a professional asset. That's something that can grow and pay off for years to come. And this is so important to remember. Don't ever get discouraged by a post that only gets a few views, because hiding in that small number might be the one person, the one high-value opportunity that changes everything. You've got to look for the quality, not just the quantity.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. What if you stopped trying to get a million people to see you and started focusing on getting a few people to really value you? What if that small audience you have isn't a sign you're failing, but is actually your single biggest asset?